Hello, Mr. Muju here, and in this video, I will tell you how to defeat the giant mole in old school RuneScape. This guide is especially intended for players who do not want to use Dharok the Wretched set, but alternatively the Void Knight set or the best possible strength bonus gear. In this guide, I will not talk about other combat options. The giant mole is an easy boss with a combat level of 230. It only uses melee and does not have any special attacks. The mole's maximum hit is 21, but by using Protect from melee, it cannot damage you. Since the giant mole is weak to stab attacks, I recommend using the best possible weapon with a stab accuracy bonus. For example, the Abyssal Dagger is quite a relevant weapon for killing it. If you have Elite Void, then use that, but normal Void will do the job just as well, though without the prayer bonus. If you don't have Void, then use the best possible strength bonus gear. I recommend a prayer level of at least 43, as this will allow you to use Protect from melee, but levels 60 and 70 would be more optimal, as then you can access Chivalry and Piety, which significantly increases your DPS, resulting in more kills per hour. For attack level, I recommend 70, because then you can use, among other things, the Abyssal Dagger. I also recommend a strength level of 70, but it can be lower. However, your DPS increases with a higher strength level, which in turn speeds up kills. Lastly, I recommend a defense level of 42, as this will allow you to use the Void Knight set. And finally, the most important thing is the Falador Shield 3, so complete the Falador Hard Diary to get this for yourself. The shield acts as a mole locator, so whenever the giant mole burrows away, it locates where the mole is hiding. A red arrow will appear on the minimap, guiding you in the right direction. Secondly, all mole parts, meaning the claws and skins that the giant mole drops, will come noted, which is really nice in the long run. So, if you plan to spend a lot of time at the giant mole, then owning the Falador Shield 3 is somewhat mandatory. Here are my levels, inventory setup, and a few tips. If you don't own a fire cape, then a really good alternative is to use the best possible Ardun cloak. This gives a nice stab bonus as well as a prayer bonus. You can also bring along a dwarf multi-cannon, which speeds up kills. Remember that this takes up 5 spaces in your inventory. And finally, if you have over 16 million GP in the bank, I recommend buying Osmunten's Fong. This weapon melts the giant mole and is currently the best in slot when using melee. Before the example kill, I'll show you the location of where to find the giant mole. The best way is to teleport directly to Falador Park using a Ring of Wealth. Another way is to use the Falador teleport and then head to Falador Park. If you haven't completed the quest called Making Friends with My Arm, you will need some kind of light source. For example, a bullseye lantern is a very good light source for this purpose. Also, always bring a tinderbox with you. Secondly, remember to bring a spade because you have to dig through a molehill to get to the mole's lair. You can also right-click the molehill to check if the lair is empty or if someone is already there killing it. If there is someone, hop worlds until you find one where the lair is empty. Now I'll show you an example kill of the giant mole, which will give you a clear picture of what to expect from this boss. As I said, it's a very easy boss, so use Protect from melee to avoid damage. I recommend using something like Piety at the same time, and if you use normal super combat potions, also preserve prayer. If you want to save yourself a little pain, then put these directly into quick prayers, so every time the mole burrows away, you can turn off the prayers with one click and then turn them back on when you find it. If you want to sweat a little, you can also prayer flick Piety. This saves a lot of prayer potions in the long run. The main thing is that you do it in the way that feels best and most comfortable for you. Don't forget stamina potions in the bank, because you will have to run quite a lot inside the lair. Finally, a few words about the loot. On average, each kill brings in over 27,000 GP, most of which consists of this boss mole parts. From each kill, you always get 1 mole claw and 1 to 3 mole skins. It also drops a fair amount of high ouch stuff, so if necessary, you can also bring runes for that purpose. And then the most wanted drop is, of course, the baby mole pet. The drop rate for this is 1 in 3,000. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please like the video, comment, and hit the subscribe button. In the future, I will be putting out similar videos about other bosses. See you soon.